Joseph Rogers here, and I just want to do a live stream of me watching some of my personal YouTube videos, and I hope that this helps you follow and subscribe. Also, I wanted to talk about mental health during the quarantine and the corona crisis. And yeah, I'm going to try to take this live stream video on YouTube and share it on my Facebook here. So just give me 1 second while I do that for you. And looks like I have to change the name of my video, so that's gonna take a second. Getting it all ready. Strange, it's not, I can't find the option to edit my own video on my phone. It's very strange. I guess I'll have to do it from the computer. Since Call of Duty was the last thing that I played, so that's what the live stream title is right now. Just need to change that over. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but I'm just going to do it this way. Alright, save that. Go back to my channel. And we'll watch some of my own personal videos to help talk about these subjects and kind of what keeps me going and what my drive is and how I'm handling all this and how I hope everyone else can handle all of this and just have a good time, and try to enjoy our lives the best we can right now during these uncertain times. Alright, so now I get the name changed on the video. Now I can go to share. Go to my Facebook. Let's see here. So I'm going to try and live stream to Facebook that I'm live streaming to YouTube. Because on the Facebook live stream there's no way for you to watch me watch my YouTube channel. So hopefully people will see the Facebook live stream and then click on the link to the YouTube live stream. So that way people can get the full effect. Because for some reason Facebook Live attracts more people in than just if I were to post the link straight in my status to YouTube. So we're going to try something new. and see if it works. This could be an interesting way to pull people from Facebook to YouTube. So we'll see. Okay, let's see if this works. Now it's just a matter of where to set my phone at. Alright, this is gonna be awkward. Alright, that's a cool spot right there. That'll work. Get a side profile. Oh, you got this blemish on this side. I should probably... Yeah, I'll just leave it right there. That's fine. Hello, Facebook world. Joseph Rogers here. And I want to say I appreciate all of you, all of my friends out there, and all of the people that are going through this pandemic together, especially all my comedian friends out there, and just observing life, observing how everybody's handling all of this, you know. And how we can be there for one another through this crisis, because right now it seems like mentally people are handling it all differently, which is interesting. And it got me thinking about my personal situation and how lucky and grateful I am to be where I am in my life right now. And having to go through this crisis of the virus and the quarantine and all that. So, hello Amish. Please, if you can, go to the link in the details, the description to my YouTube, so that way you can watch my videos on YouTube. And I'm just using this live stream on my phone as a way to say, click the link to my YouTube, so you can watch me watch these videos. But basically I want to watch some of my videos and talk about mental health, you know, and how we're all handling this differently. I'm going to pull up my videos here. And something I was going to say is I'm just incredibly grateful to be in the situation I am right now. I have a beautiful family, ages 18 and 12. I have a job that's deemed essential, and also I have a great partner. So the timing of this is incredibly lucky for me, I guess you could say. And I know that for some other people their situation isn't as lucky or as convenient as mine is. So I just want to say, stay strong out there. Try to do the best you can to make it through this. You know, for me personally, I do miss my friends. I do miss doing comedy. I do take breaks throughout the year from comedy, so I'm kind of just treating this as a break. I think it's important when you commit your life to something that you do have intervals of time to yourself to reevaluate and to think about your life and self-reflect on what it is you want to achieve. Follow your dreams and follow your visions, you know. Sometimes when we get caught in day-to-day activity, we tend to get so caught up in paying our bills and working, and we kind of don't have the time that we want to commit to our visions and our dreams and our plans, you know. But yeah, one of the other things I think has been good for me is that I haven't had a drink in over a year and a half. And, you know, when I quit drinking, it was not easy, especially on a social level, you know. Socially, I had a lot of friends who I drank with, and I consider them close friends, you know. And I, when I quit drinking, I felt like I had more withdrawals from drinking with my friends than I did the actual booze itself, you know, because we are social creatures and we do want to, you know, interact with each other and hang out and have good times. I mean, some of our best times were drinking and partying with our friends, you know, and I still miss it. And I don't encourage any of my friends quit drinking because that's a personal thing that, you know, people do. But I will say that I did have those social withdrawals from the bar scene and from hanging out with friends. The good thing that came out of it, though, was that I found out who were my friends and who were my drinking buddies. Because when you're drinking, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. But, you know, it's a good wake-up call to a lot of things. And I think that me not drinking, me having a beautiful family, a lucky situation that I'm in right now, I think it's making it easier for me to make it through this than some of my friends and other comedians. So my plan is just to say, I'm here for you. If you need anything, you can hit me up. You know, I don't have all the answers, obviously, but I do try to provide insight from my own personal perspective on life. So without further ado, if you are watching this, please click on the link in the details. Go to my YouTube and watch me watch these videos, and try to continue to talk about good mental health, you know, and staying sharp, staying healthy, and not being discouraged by this pandemic and this quarantine, and to try to do the best you can, you know, and to gain out of this, to learn out of this, and to become better out of this. And alright, so I'm going to play my first YouTube video. I'm just going to go with the oldest and start with the newest. This is a Seahawk game I went to December 9th, 2012. The Seahawks had the Cardinals pinned deep. And I was like, I better pull my camera out right here because the heat is on the new quarterback in this game. And he's deep in his own territory, and I have a feeling that I should record this shit. Lo and behold, boom! Richard Sherman grabbing that shit, taking it to the house. Just a mere jog. And the really cool thing about this interception is that it resulted in a really awesome photo of Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, and Richard Sherman holding the football, with the other two behind him, almost like, come at us, we dare you, bro. We're taking this in, you know. That was a great video that I caught there. Just a reminder for those of you who just jumped in the lobby, please click on the YouTube link and watch this live stream on YouTube so you can watch me watch these videos and basically show you some of the reasons why I consider myself a very lucky person. Here's Matthew's first dance attempt. This is December 31st, 2012. They're playing the Connect, and Charlie in the background. So this is my now 12-year-old doing the Connect dance game. It's so funny, I'm going to skip forward because at the end he was so disappointed with this score. And his reaction was priceless. He's like, oh man, look at that score. Come on, man. He said it. Look at it. Oh, he's too cute. Too cute. Yeah, so Facebook Live, go to the link, click on the link in the details and watch this live stream on YouTube. And hang in there, everybody. That's the key. That's the moral of the story. Fucking stay strong mentally, man. And stay healthy too. Don't get that shit. Don't fuck with that shit. Don't gamble. Only go out when you have to. So this is Matthew in my backyard. They April 21st, 2013. I believe it was the date on this. And this is a game called Cube. This was a lawn game that Lowell from Hilo's introduced to me and some friends, and we've been playing it for years. He found the cube set laying in the yard, and he went to go play with it. And we were actually getting ready to leave to go to the store or something like that. And so when I was ready to go, I went to the backyard, and here he was playing the cube game. And it's so funny because he's caught up in this game trying to knock over that. He's like, oh, that's solid. That's why that was. He's like, that's why I was missing all my shots. Boom, got him. Now, at this point, I think he realizes that he was supposed to be leaving with me, and he got worried that maybe I left without him. He realizes it right here. He's like, fuck, my dad said we were going to go somewhere. He's going to leave without me. Oh, shit. And then he saw me, and I think he was very relieved, so. Yeah, that was cute. And what else do we got here? Oh yeah, so here's another thing. And this is regards to. All right, so for those of you who are just joining, please click on the YouTube link in the details. Watch this live stream on YouTube, so that way you can watch me watch these videos and talk about mental health. So on this subject, we're going to talk about. What's up, dude?
Thank you for answering. So, I'm checking out Duo now because I have heard and read an insane amount about how Zoom is being hacked like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
so,
I saw that.
You and I wouldn't so much get hacked.
Yeah.
What's that?
I saw that.
So, but I don't know, man, that's, if everybody knows going in, that's the case, then I still think it's a great platform. In the podcast community, there's a bunch of different ideas and stuff. I just freaked out for the last 10 minutes thinking a tweaker broke into my truck and stole just my duffel bag with my laundry soap in it, and then I remembered I left it in Swim. So that was a lot of wasted energy. You know, you gotta learn what to blow up about and what to chill out about.
Yeah, no
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Hey, hey, buddy. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Let me get back to you.
Well, tell all those people I love them, and I'll get to a hold of you here in a little. Maybe. I'll stop by first. Bye.
Yeah, see ya. All right. I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. So here we go. This subject is video games. Okay, I used to be really big in playing first-person shooter video games, and also I quit. I quit playing video games about 3 years ago. After playing my whole life, basically, when I was about 8 or 9 years old. My mom took me to the Tacoma Mall, and she was shopping for herself. We just arrived in Tacoma a couple years prior from San Diego, and in the middle of the mall, in a kiosk, there was a Nintendo and a controller that you can play Mario Brothers on. And I was 8, and I started playing that, and I was like, whoa, Mom, you have to get this for me. I want this so bad. She's like, how much is it? It was $100 for a Nintendo back in that time. And my mom was like, heck no, I'm not going to buy you a $100 gaming console. And I was like, Mom, but it'll keep me busy for so long. You don't even have to worry about me. And then you could see the wheels turning in her eyes or in her head. And she's like, And she bought it. She bought me a fucking Nintendo. And I have been gaming most of my life ever since. And recently I've fallen in love with first-person shooters, Call of Duty specifically. And I was getting so into these games that I was playing that I was so addicted to playing that when I was producing my comedy shows that I didn't even want to do comedy anymore, I would produce a show that I was hosting, and I would have comedians from out of town come out. And leading up to the show, I wouldn't want to go because I'm having a good time playing video games, right? So like, you know, that's when it occurred to me. I was like, I got to reevaluate this video game thing, because there's no way that it should be taking precedence in my life over being a dad, over comedy, you know, my passion. So I reevaluated it, and I thought to myself, what is it about these video games that I find so addicting? And it turns out that I was actually getting an adrenaline rush off this game. And the reason why is because sometimes when you get into the game and you're going against all these people from all over the fucking globe, you know, when you pull off a feat where the odds are stacked against you and your team is watching and relying on you, for me to be able to succeed and to be good at these games was such a overwhelming feeling of like adrenaline rushes that I would get, you know, and so I stopped playing, and I was way more productive in my life, and I started reevaluating the video games in general, right? But you know, it's one of those things where there's so many good things about video games, but then there are negative side effects of video games, you know. And but because of the quarantine, I picked up the controller again for the first time in over 3 years, and I started playing again. And immediately I'm like, oh yes, this is what I love so much, right? But I know that when the quarantine's over, I gotta manage my video game playing if I'm still playing at all. And for those of you who came in, please click on the link in the details to my YouTube live stream so you can watch me watch these videos. And I'm going to show you what a ninja diffuse is right now. So in Search and Destroy, you either defend the 2 bomb sites or you try to plant the bomb at the 2 bomb sites. And right now I'm on defense, and this guy has the bomb, and he has to go plant the bomb and defend the bomb so we don't defuse it. Well, this guy had no idea that I was behind him the whole time, right? So he plants the bomb, I start defusing it immediately, and boom, ninja defuse, we win the round.
Get ready for the next round.
And I just love being sneaky in video games. You know, it's just crazy. I hope you're watching this live stream on YouTube, Chris. I'm about to show the video of him getting the greatest mulligan shot ever. Playing disc golf at Ned Park. Hits the tree. Disc rolls back right to him.
It's on a mulligan.
Good shit.
I was low-key hoping to drain the second shot.
You got that on camera, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately not. And that's another thing. Disc golf, it's free. It's a great exercise. Pretty good isolation, you know, thing. And very good for mental health. Just getting out and walking in the woods and throwing a disc. Getting that physical aggression out, but also getting the exercise and just the friendly banter of, you know, throwing a disc in the woods. Alright, so what else we got here? There's the ninja diffuse. Here's a video from 6 years ago of
Where is the Where's my camera?
meeting a puppy.
Yeah.
July 5th, 2013.
Looking at it. Oh, check it out. It's
Puppy
alive.
doesn't know what to make of this crap.
You
It's
probably
TK.
were in the boat. Yeah, you were. Oh, we're both doing so well.
Ever shooting one too?
And then shooting the dog just instinctively has never seen a crab before, but does not know what to make of it. And just knows that it probably doesn't want to get hit by it. That's for sure.
I know.
Let's see, what else do we got here? Oh yeah, here's a good video of September 19th, 2013. My buddy Austin Isles, good friend of mine, he had a little fort in the woods that he lived in for a while, and near that spot was this kick-ass rope swing that apparently has been there for years. So he told me to try it out, and I wasn't as good on the rope swing as him. He kept that shit going, man. He would go down, keep that shit going. I couldn't figure out. I have a weak core. That's what it is. So I wasn't able to keep it going, but it definitely was really fucking rad to be able to put your physical fucking body in harm's way just for a little swing rush on the rope. You know, really cool rope swing. I'm glad I got to do that. Brought me back to my childhood a little bit. We had a rope swing like that in Tacoma. All right, what else we got here? Oh, yeah. How not to drop a crab pot.
Put it on. It's recording.
Yeah.
Huh?
So
Pointed towards me.
I gave my dad the camera and I said, take a picture of me throwing this crab pot in the water while I stand on the back of the boat. I thought, oh, this would be a great photo. My dad was like, I don't know how to take pictures. So I just turned the video on and gave it to him, and I was going to take a still shot.
Keep the boards up and then drop it.
Yeah. The captain accidentally put the boat gear, so there I go. Here I go, wearing boots. Got my phone in my pocket, rest in peace phone. And that's when I upgraded to a smartphone right there.
Get back to him.
So let's skip forward.
I hung on to your boots as long as I could.
Oh, they're gone?
I tried to hang
fine.
on to them now.
And this is my dad. Smart ass guy.
I was worried about the prop getting you.
Yeah, I jumped back
But,
so it wouldn't.
luckily, at that time, I was in really good shape.
I was sleeping, my bad.
Because I was able to tread water
You
long
get that
enough
on
for
video?
him to turn around and
I
come
think
get me.
so.
Yes!
Careful now. I'm not
Hey,
sure.
Because I
don't
had
be
to
putting
take the
gear
boots
yet.
off so I
Standing
wouldn't
up.
sink because I couldn't tread water
All
with
right.
boots on.
We're good.
Hey,
This is my dad.
talking foot, boy.
Oh, man. I tried to hang on to those boots.
The water took him on.
Well, I had to kick them off so I didn't go down.
You could have pushed off the bottom and come back up.
My dad could have pushed off the bottom and come back up with the boots. 135 feet deep, no big deal. Yeah, I had to go underwater. I had to let myself sink underwater and take off one boot, swim back to the top, get my breath, go back under the water, sink under the water, take off the other boot, and then swim back to the top and tread water long enough for him to turn around and come get me. It was about 2 minutes, I think. About 2 minutes of treading water, which doesn't seem like a long time, but fuck. 2 minutes treading water with boots on and clothes, yeah. That was not fun. But luckily everything worked out. I'm still here. Here's my now 18-year-old
My name's Josiah Tomlinson. I'm doing the ALS.
Ice
Did I
Bucket
get it right?
Challenge.
Yep. Ice Bucket
August
Challenge.
20th, 2004.
I'm going to be challenging. I was nominated by my mom, Lori Seabaugh, and I will be challenging my dad, Rusty. My dad, Rusty Tomlinson, my cousin Noah, Stephen Hewlett, and yeah.
Well, that was fun. He wanted to do that and support the ALS challenge, which I thought was really cool. Here's another good one, Seahawk one. And this was a game that my buddy Steven and I went to, Stephen Hewlett. And it's a playoff game. Seahawks were favored to win. And I want to say this was the Super Bowl year. This is the year they won the Super Bowl. But here's another instance where Carolina is driving, and I just had a feeling that our defense was going to step up and just go on lockdown. So I pulled out my camera, whipped it out at the right time. We got a little cam-to-cam six-pack action. Boom. Just take it to the so much mental health has been linked to football and CTE and concussions and all that shit, right? So obviously there needs to be something done about the health of the football players, which personally for me has been, each year that goes by, I find it harder to watch football, to be honest. And the reason why is because I feel like it's too much of a corporate money thing where they don't care about the players as much as they care about the money. And they just treat them like they're disposable, and I don't like that. But unfortunately, to play at the level that they play at, that's just the reality of the game. I hope that they do find ways to combat CTE and mental health issues in football. That would be awesome. But having said that, the reason why I'll always be passionate about football is because growing up in Tacoma, my friends and I, we all played baseball and basketball and sports, soccer together and whatnot. And I do credit our friendship growing up and our camaraderie as a team to a lot of what helped me get through those times growing up as a child was through my friendship and through sports, and it kept my path in the right direction. And for me, it was very important. It got me through some tough times because our friends and I, for about 6 years or so, we would get together at the park and we would play football, tackle football with no pads. I want to say from about 10 or 11 years old to about 16 years old, I think. And man, we were brutal. We hurt each other. But, you know, that having that outlet and going out and just letting it all out on the field, whatever issues I was having in my personal life, with my parents, whatever issues I was having in my life, that is where I took it all. And I left it on the field and I let that aggression out. And for me, that was so crucial at that time. So for me, football and having that physical contact, but through sport, was very awesome. And when I watched that cam-to-cam pick six, it reminds me of that time growing up. Because when I was playing on defense, I've done it a few times where I intercept the ball and I run it all the way in. And there is really like fucking no better feeling than that. To be able to read the quarterback that way and fucking pick a ball off and run it back the other way. It was a great feeling. For those of you who have tuned in late on the Facebook live stream, please click on the link in the details to watch my YouTube live stream. On my personal YouTube channel here, I have lots of random videos, football videos, poetry videos, comedy videos, dogs, puppies playing videos. I got conversation podcasts, videos. And in my old place that I lived, we had a nice big backyard, and one of the cool things is that with all the different types of trees in the neighborhood, we had lots of different types of birds in our neighborhood. And I always loved watching the birds in the morning and them feeding and whatnot. Now the cool story about this video is that, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's some duct tape on the nest right there. And the reason why is because my neighbor and I were cleaning up our yards, and he asked me if he could cut down one of the trees. It wasn't even a tree, it was like a tree growing out of a stump or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I don't care. And then he cut it down and he dragged it over to the brush pile. But then when he dragged it over to the brush pile and turned around, he saw these birds, baby birds laying on the ground. And he's like, oh no, I accidentally cut down a tree that had a bird's nest in it. And so he let me know, and he picked up the nest. Well, he took the nest out of the brush pile tree and put it in the tree next to it and duct taped the nest into the tree next to it. And I was like, oh man, I don't know if that's going to work, man, but let's give it a try. Because I was always told growing up that if the bird smells like a different scent on its babies, it'll let the babies die. So I put the GoPro up in the tree to see how the bird would react. And you can tell that the bird was like, whoa, this is not the same setup that I had before, you know. But we were worried that it wouldn't be good enough of a setup. And it's funny because you can tell that the bird, when he comes back, is like, this is not cool. But I got to capture this really cool footage of this bird feeding the baby some worms. And just how awesome it is. And how cool it was of the neighbor to be able to fix this issue. And you may have also seen the bird just eat some poop out of the nest. Right there, yeah, that's crucial, I read, because that bird is keeping the nest clean and keeping the poop out of the nest, because if it doesn't, then it attracts predators like raccoons and stuff like that to the nest and threatening the lives of the babies. But I just thought it was so cool to get an up-close shot of this bird, and knowing that it did not neglect its babies. In fact, they ended up growing up and growing big, and I watched them, so it was really cool. And another cool thing about this video is just how awesome it is that it equally tries to share each bird getting its food, you know? That's so cool. Alright, let's take a look. What else do we got here? And that's the thing about birds I've always appreciated, is that they've always flown above everybody, you know, so they got like a bird's eye view of us humans. And they are a little bit safer, but they do also seem to understand life on a completely different level, being around for so much longer than humans have been, you know. And in our neighborhood there was another bird that I was introduced to, was the scrub jay. And the scrub jay is a bird in the crow family, apparently. And this scrub jay would steal my peanuts, and then eventually I caught on to him, and I was like, oh, these scrub jays like peanuts. So now I just leave peanuts out for him to come get and have on his own. And I also realized that these scrub jays and Steller jays are super smart birds. They're in fact one of the only birds that plan for a breakfast the next morning. So what this scrub jay is likely doing is yeah, that's funny. Yeah, they were sleeping and then they got the worms. But this scrub jay is pretty cool, because you can tell he's taking them as many peanuts as he can to store for, you know, later down the year, kind of like a squirrel would. But super intelligent birds. I set my GoPro up here, got to see him come and go and take the peanuts off the deck. There was a Steller jay that I would feed on a regular basis, peanuts. And it was funny because I had a window in my room that was up to my roof, and I would just throw the nuts out there for squirrels and stuff like that. And the Steller jay would come and take the nuts as well. And I was like, oh, cool, now I got more friends, you know? And it got to the point where when I would wake up in the morning, I would turn on my music, and I would listen to my music pretty loud, you know? And it got to the point where when I turn on my music, the Steller jays and the scrub jays would hear it, and they would come to my window looking for peanuts. And if I didn't have any, they would just squawk at me and just like, "Arr, arr, arr." And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro, I don't have any peanuts. So for those of you who joined, make sure to look at the link in the details and watch the live stream on YouTube for the full effect. That's what the Facebook live stream is here to do, is to tell you to click on that link to YouTube. So that was a cool video of a scrub jay. Let's see what else we got here. Being Easter this weekend, this was pretty cool. This is May 5th, 2014.
Somebody stopped that window.
This is my nephew.
Right.
This is
I knew there was a reason why we kept all those Winco bags.
Everybody smile.
It's not a photo, it's a video, so you've already been in it. I'll tag you.
He lives in St. Louis.
Easter egg hunt.
He's 17 now.
over there, son. Come on.
And
Gotta get one up.
there's
Come
Karen,
on, son.
Like I got some.
niece
Oh,
and
I
nephew.
just got it.
All right, here's the rules. Everybody be courteous. No touching each other, no pushing, no shoving. If you come up on an egg and both of you are there, don't be afraid to give up that egg to that person. Be nice, be kind, no fighting, and have a good time. Sharing is caring.
We're not doing,
This is not a competition.
no, we're not doing that, so it's not whoever gets the most eggs gets a prize.
So just go out there.
We're just
So
all
what do you
having
call
a
it?
good time,
Social-
finding eggs.
socialism. What do you
Yes.
Yeah, there's prizes in the egg, so don't worry about it.
I thought it was ultimate Easter egg.
No, not with chicken crowd.
Hey,
Are you guys ready?
listen, I don't want them running along that rock wall.
Okay, we're gonna go by youngest to oldest. All right?
Felix
There.
probably knows.
2015. Dang, that was a long time ago. All those kids look so young. Alright, what else do we got here? Oh, Scrub J. Oh, yeah. Got me chugging a beer here.
All right, first beer of the day. Shotgun
Views,
style.
June 17th.
Father's Day 2018. Better get that.
I do
First
miss
beer
shotgunning
for the
beers.
comedy
That
show
was one of my
tonight.
favorite things to do.
Stillicum Pub and Grill,
Straight up.
8:30 p.m. Better be there. Now I'm gonna
Beautiful summer
shotgun
day.
this
Nice
ice cold
cold
beer. Nice cold rainier beer.
But I will say the nice thing too is that I
Day
can
started.
watch videos of me drinking
Oh, in
and
4K.
not have it discourage me. In fact, I just miss it more than anything else. I miss how much more relaxed I am. But at the same time, a lot of qualities have come out of not drinking that are very beneficial too. So,
See
especially
you
on
there
the
tonight.
subject of mental health, you know. But it's different for everybody, you know. Everybody's struggle is different. That's what we have to remember in life. We have no idea what it's like to be on, you know, anybody's side but our own, really. We can only try to imagine what it's like to be on someone else's shoes, but really we can't. Everyone struggles different. Everyone analyzes life differently. Everybody reacts to it differently. This is really cool. This is a Father's Day waterboard toss.
I did, didn't
my
I?
son Matthew throw
Did you hear it
waterboards
beep?
at me. It's something
You ready?
we do every summer.
Don't move. Daddy only gets one throw. Okay? Oh, you moved!
It wouldn't have hit.
No, he gets a crack at it.
I don't want the backsplash.
Free shot at my butt. You ready?
Oh, dang it.
All right.
He did get me a couple times, by the way, but yeah. What else do we got here? Oh, this is cool. So this is Austin Isles, my buddy with the rope swing again. He has a 4th of July party every year at his place where we all camp out and enjoy some good food and social, you know, gathering, fire, lawn games, camping out. There's a big screen for movies and stuff like that. Just a really cool dude that gets people together and has a really cool insight on life, you know, and he built this vision that he had for this event every year. And, it just ends up being such a cool event. He roasts a pig, old school style, throws that bad boy into the ground, digs a big old hole, and throws it into the ground. As you can hear the live music, people hanging out and chilling.
What is that?
Oh.
It's George.
George, you already named him?
Duh.
You love
Everything
me
has a
like-
name.
Likes it. Look at him. He's like.
And it's just so cool to see someone who has a vision like this and then to bring it to fruition in a matter like this, you know. I mean, it's just family So this is after they pulled it out. For you vegans and vegetarians, this is probably not going to be easy to watch. But for those of you
Bigger
who just
than
joined
last
the
year,
live
huh?
stream on Facebook, please go to the link in the details on YouTube. Watch the YouTube live stream for the full facts. And look at him just tear apart this pig for our consumption.
Good. So tell us about the pig. How cool does that look?
And how funny the kids at that party, Christian is one of the kids who will eat the eyeball of the pig. It's fucking gnarly. Too bad I didn't put that on YouTube. That would have been cool to watch. Watching a 12-year-old kid bite a pig's eyeball in half. Oof. Wasn't easy, but it was pretty awesome. I never would have had the balls to do anything like that. All right, what else do we got here on the YouTube live stream? Oh. Here's another thing about mental health, since I said that's what I was going to be talking about, okay? I have a Y membership, and for me, that's so crucial when it comes to my mental health. I need to be active. I need to get the exercise. I need to meditate. I need to have that me time for myself, which truly helps me get through day-to-day life, you know. And I think it's important for us all to try to find what methods work for us, because the methods that work for me may not work for other people, you know. But one of the things in my exercise routine was I would on once a week I would shoot basketball, and I preferred to do it by myself. But one of the things was that after I was done warming up basketball, before I would close out my basketball, I wanted to take a layup shot, a free throw shot, a three-point shot, and a half-court shot. And I wouldn't stop until I made all four. And this is me making all four right here. From downtown, bam, got him. So yeah, mental health and exercise do go hand in hand. For me, sharpening my mental health is sharpening my physical health. And this quarantine has challenged that for me, and it's a great wake-up call for me to see, because now it's on me. It's on me to keep up my physical activity, to help keep up my mental health. And I haven't been doing that lately, you know. With the Y being closed, I just let that routine slide away, and I've been playing video games all day. And intentionally, I want to see what it does to me. I want to see the challenges that I face with it. I want to see what my meditation and exercise techniques give me. And of course, what I see is I feel more anxious now. I feel more vulnerable to being depressed right now. And it's a great thing to embrace and to see and to experience, and to not constantly be fighting it, you know, but to be willing to throw yourself in the fire and to see how you react to it, whether you succumb or whether you become stronger, you know. And it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to take time away and to isolate yourself. For those of you who are joining the Facebook live stream, this is a way for you to click on the details to the YouTube live stream to get the full effect, so please do that. I'm just watching some of my YouTube videos on the live stream and talking about mental health. So this last winter, this is February 6, 2019.
Blue 42.
This was right before the snowstorm, or during the snowstorm.
Here we go.
And I decided it was a good idea to kick an ice block and bust it. I was like, boom! Put it in slow-mo. Look at that, frame by frame. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
And
You want to hold this one?
yeah, for those of you, like I said, who joined the live stream on Facebook, go to YouTube, link in the details, so you can watch the full effect of the YouTube live stream of me watching my videos and talking about mental health. This was pretty funny. So there was a big ice block left after I kicked it. So I was like, you know what? That was a kick, so now I'm going to punt this shit. Boom! It did not break. In fact, it hurt my foot a lot. because it was hard as a rock.
Oh, that hurt. It didn't break at all.
Unfortunately, you gotta really commit to something like that, you know. All right. So I'm on YouTube watching videos, live streaming. People keep messaging me. Might want to shut that down. All right. And here we go. Beer shotgun for breakfast. We've already seen what that looks like. Kicking the ice. So yeah. Sledding down First Street. Yes. This is a good video. 144 views. February
Here it is.
9th, 2019.
The moment of truth. I've already seen 2 cars go by.
I've
And
got
I've already
the sled
only been
that I
here
bought at a
20
garage
seconds.
sale
This is the hill right here.
from the 1950 or some shit.
We'll see what happens.
And it's the most awesome sled that I've ever had. It hauls ass, and this was before I learned how to steer on this thing, so it's pretty crazy.
Going off jumps and shit.
But I love sledding. I absolutely love snowboarding. Everything snow, sledding. I just absolutely love it. And First Street right here is 4 blocks. And so it's quite the hike back up. So that was flying.
Yeah, buddy, I fucking made it, bro.
I thought for sure I was going to be screwed and I was going to crash, and that would have sucked. I don't roll well on ice. Now here is sledding down Cambrian, from Cambrian down Rogers, from Yantic to Cambrian, which is 4 blocks. This is the street I actually live on right here. So every year this is something that we do when it's not every year, but every year that it snows. This is something fun that we do. But this was intense. I was hauling ass because at this point we packed down the snow, you know. So now it's just like a sheet of ice that we're cruising on. I mean, look at that shit. I am flying. And I'm trying not to slow down, but I'm also trying not to go off the road either. Most people, this is about where they would stop, right here. But I was like, no, man, you don't even, let's go on concrete. That's the great thing about these sleds, it's all terrain. Fuck yeah, man. Look at that, 4 blocks. Now it's just slush. Nasty slush, street. Cars right there. That was awesome. 4 blocks, bro.
Motherfucker. Woo!
All that for that little amount of time. Alright, what else do we got? Yeah. Oh yeah, we made this. This was pretty funny. Little snowman with an orange head. Put it in a toaster oven and time lapsed it to the eyes. I don't know why we thought this was a good idea at the time, but no regrets, right? No regrets. Orange-headed, orange-haired motherfucker. Yeah, that was it. Alright, what else do we got here? Shit, I gotta piss. My YouTube channel, just a bunch of random stuff. Got some videos, got some golf videos, got some music stuff, some poetry stuff, shrimping in the Hood Canal, playing poker with some friends. What else? Well, we might be able to wrap it up here. A lot of comedy videos. So, yeah. But I just want to say, you know, it's not easy going through these times right now, you know. Like I said before in the beginning of this stream, I'm incredibly lucky to have the life that I have right now with my family and where I'm at. You know, financially it sucks not being able to do comedy shows and whatnot. And, you know, my gal, her work is closed through this, you know, so I just trust that financially, even though it sucks, we will recover from it. I've been able to recover from every other financial fucking thing that I've ever been through. So sometimes it's a matter of just keeping the faith, you know, and believing in yourself and believing that you can make it through these hard times. Because the shit ain't easy. Like I said, everybody does it. This was a sick drive, 285 yards. Before the golf course was closed, I went out. Went golfing as much as I could. But yeah, this was more just like a test run to kind of see what I can do with this. Using Facebook to try to get people to click on the link in the details to go to the YouTube live stream. Because obviously I could do a lot more with the YouTube live stream than I can with the Facebook live stream, you know, so. But yeah, I just want to say I love you all, and I hope that you all do well and can make it through this quarantine. And feel free to hit me up. Like I said, I don't always have all the answers, but if you need someone to talk to, you know, I could try to share some inside perspective. What's up, Alicia? I appreciate your support online and you following me, and fucking it's great being in touch with you still all these years later. So yeah, I just want to say stay strong. Hit me up if you need anything. I may not be able to get to you directly, but feel free to text me or hit me up on Facebook, and we can pull through this together, everybody. It's a great thing to be able to try to envision our country being able to go on lockdown and shut down when we have to, you know, and still make it through okay. So take good care of yourself, people. Love you.